Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where last episode we got a presence in Africa and also a presence in Europe. And now the trouble is we have to keep them. That's going to be the complicated thing. We'll see how that ends up going. For now, we do have a couple of rebel uprisings brewing, Tunisian and Charkan separatists. So these are... where is this? This is in Potosi. Okay, so these are going to be down here. Gotcha. These guys aren't drilling anyway, so that seems fine. I suppose in the meantime, we could unmothball this fort, just in case. And then, of course, we've got some forces needed down here. So this is independence for Tunis, and we're going to have this independence for Serbia eventually as well. For the time being, I'm going to undrill these guys and these guys. They're going to attach to transport, and we're going to move them right on down to Tunis. Perfect. We've got a bunch of coring to do, and that's absolutely fine. Okay, so here's these separatists right down here. So that proves that we do not need this fort, but we can just walk up here and eliminate these with no problem. Fantastic. Any other rebels this month? No, surprisingly. So that looks good. We're going to walk down back to here, and these guys should be able to get back to drilling, I think. Yeah, next up is Serbian and Tunisian separatists. But then we've got these Mayan particularists. Now that's a significant issue. We'll be able to handle it, but we would prefer not to have to. I'm not sure that's going to be such a thing. We can see that we've got counter-revolution here, giving us 5 unrest, and overextension, giving us 5.86. So building up our stability would be awfully nice. We don't have any excess admin power for that. We're probably just going to have to deal with them, to be honest. So I think that's okay for now. Now, we can't make any cores because they're all inland, so that's understood. To that end, I'm going to stop drilling every single one of our forces. I think we're going to be needing them soon. So these guys are already not drilling. That sounds good. Okay, now, I would really like it if these areas would not rebel, because we would have to bring our navy all the way back. So let's take a quick look at, actually, let's just go into here, and we'll go into local autonomy. Okay. So we can see out over here, this is at 0% here. What are we at here? So this is an unrest of 0.1. Okay, it's all fairly low. If we can get a core finished, that would be very helpful. Or if we could get a free stability, that would be very helpful too. So these guys spawned here. Understood. We can just sail into port and fight them immediately. Excellent. So we got a bunch of local unrest. This is not shocking. We knew that this was going to be the case. So the Serbian separatists and Bosnian separatists have both popped here. Okay. To that end, I'm going to unmothball this fort, and we're going to walk down and deal with the Serbians first. We also just lost a military general. That is this guy. So we're going to have to roll up a new one of those. We're definitely getting a lot better general rolls, so that looks solid. Now, how are we doing on those particularists? Okay, they are rising fast. So we're going to have to deal with them. That's understood. Okay, so we're going to head up over this direction, and we can convert provinces over to Mayan. I don't think we're going to have a significant issue with them. There's the particularists. There are 5 of them, as well as Cuzcoan separatists in Lima. So we're going to eliminate those right away, and then there's 5 of these. Okay, the majority of them are out over here. That's unfortunate. I'm going to move this army up here. There's no forts nearby, so we're going to have to take the autonomy. That is sad. Okay. Well, we are going to need to start moving our navy over. And to that end, do we want to leave these guys here? I think that's fine. So we're going to move these guys over to, like, here. It's going to take a while to get there. That's understood. We're going to have some problems out here. Okay, so we're going to win the Battle of Bosnia. No problem. And this is all under control. We no longer need to have this fort up. Chechapoyan separatists have spawned up over here, which we'll go deal with. We could unmothball this fort, but it's going to do nothing. So that is definitely very, very sad. We're going to have to siege that back. So all of these popping at once is not surprising, given our situation. I do want to make this into a core. And now we're just going to bank admin power for the time being. So I want to cap this back, and we're just waiting on our navy arriving back over here. These guys can go back to drilling for the moment, as can these and these. We do have more rebels brewing, though. We need to keep that in mind. So actually, let's not continue drilling. Not for the moment. So we have lots and lots of separatists brewing, and this is deeply, deeply unsurprising. Okay. So we cap this back, no problem, and we're going to go fight these guys. We're going to have to siege here. That's absolutely under control. I want to come down here and stop them from sieging this. Okay, Zaliskan separatists right down over here. We'll go deal with those, no problem. So we're going to need to get some cores done. And this is just due to our high overextension, which is not at all surprising. Okay, so now we're going to head up here and cap this. Where's our navy at? It has arrived. Perfect. So we're going to embark these guys, and we're going to sail on over to Tortuga. Yeah, we're working on a counting house there. And Chimu separatists down over here, as well as English-Mexican separatists. None of this is shocking. I'm going to unmothball this fort for now. And we also have English-Mexican separatists up here, which these guys are going to respond to. Cool. We're not going to have too many more of these. There's only so many of these that can actually spawn before we start to get this overextension dealt with. But there's definitely quite a lot of them right now. So we're going to head in and eliminate some of these guys. Beautiful. I want to eliminate these as well. There we go. And we're going to head down and eliminate these. Beautiful. So that's all good. Let's actually shift consolidate this. So there we go. And we're going to spread out here and cap these back very quickly. We want to make back the autonomy that we lost here, and the best way to do that is by capping this back swiftly. Okay, so we have more separatists here. Not shocking. We're going to have to allow them to finish their siege there. There's not too much that we can do about that. We capped all of this back with the exception of here. There we go. That's back under our control. Let's group everybody back up in Tortuga. And we win this rebellion, so we can unmothball this fort. Perfect. And this is back under our control. So I'm going to send these guys down to here for now, and these are going to stay in this area, I think. We lost a general. That is this guy. Okay. We're going to have to roll up a new one, but we're getting much better generals now. So let's check in on our status of Miltech. We are currently 8 years ahead of time. Okay. So we'll have this in 5 right now. So we should absolutely grab Grand Army. That's going to give us a 15% land force modifier boost, which is really good for us. But what we really want here is this discipline, and recover army morale speed is pretty good too. So that'll all be great. That brings us up to 373, so we could get another army half. And we have a separatist down over here. I'm going to unmothball this fort, and these guys, they're going to come down and fight that. Okay. Perfect. So we're banking admin power, but we can't actually core any of these, right? Oh, no, we can core this one. Right, I forgot about this one. There are 4 coastal provinces that we can core. Get that going. That alone is going to be a very big deal. So we'll get that underway. And we'll have more rebels for a little bit here, but I'm not expecting it for too much longer, to be honest. Okay, these guys need to be embarked. Actually, maybe we should leave them out here and raise another army in this area. That kind of makes sense to me. I want to do it like this. Okay, so we're going to do something like that. Temporary insanity of our monarch, huh? We're going to gain the admin power here, but I don't like losing the cash. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. So this fort can be mothballed. This fort we're still holding. Ooh, -1 stability from an event there. That is unfortunate. So we're now in a looming disaster, and that is just bad luck. There's no other way to put it. Unfortunate. So, to that end, we probably are going to need to get our stability to 1, right? Actually, no. Interesting. So we are going to need to have religious unity of 100%, which we're actually pretty close to. We lose some tradition here. We're working on this overextension. It will start to go down very soon. Okay, so we have 3 more separatists here. That is these guys here, no problem. We'll go deal with that right now. Guys up here again. Okay, I'm actually going to send these here. I'm going to unmothball this fort, not this one. And we're going to come up here. We're going to have to siege this fort back. And then we have these guys out here, which will come on over. Okay. Eventually, we will get this solved. Eventually. We should definitely be continuing to convert. We're at 95% religious conversion right now. Caddoan separatists up over here. I'm going to send this army to go deal with that. And in the meantime, we're going to build up this army. Okay, and then we're going to need to recruit in a bunch more of these cannon. Okay. So that's all fine for now. Now, we're going to need to siege here. That's understood. We're going to need to take this back. Yeah, we're gaining separatism in some of these areas. And autonomy in others. It depends on the rebel type. Okay. Eventually, these rebels will give up. But apparently not yet. Okay, so there's another set of rebels. Up over here. Okay, KOTOR is now considered core. So that is wonderful. Knights of the Old Republic is a core formative game from my history, so I agree with that. We are then able to make a lot more cores, and that is very, very good. I'm going to start this one. We cannot make these because they are blockaded, but we can start a core here. Excellent. Okay, so these guys, they need additional cannon, and we need to have a grand total 20 cannon here. That will cost a fair amount to get that recruited. And some separatists down over here, noted. I'm going to unmothball this fort temporarily. Okay. And this fort can be re-mothballed at this point. These guys, I want to move down to like here or so, approximately. And that'll be fine. Excellent. And we get that all taken over. Wonderful. Also, a rebellion here. Okay. For now, we can't do much about that other than unmothball this fort to prevent there from being bad effects from them taking that over. We can re-mothball this fort and head on over. Excellent. We can get another core going here, which I would like to do. Let's just wait a moment. There we go, and we'll get this core going. We do have additional separatists, which is not particularly surprising. We'll move these guys down. This is in Bogota. We can certainly unmothball this fort. We also had Piman separatists up over here. Not a lot we can do about that. So for now, that seems fine. I'm going to re-mothball this fort. Eventually, these rebels will stop. Eventually. But we are at negative stability, and this isn't shocking with this level of overextension. Okay. And we had another stability drop. Down to -3 stability. Wow. That's bad luck. So we have our new ruler, and we need to give our ruler military command here. Okay. So -3 stability is really bad for this looming disaster. We need to be boosting our stability right now, not coring. But we need to do both. That's the thing. So both of these separatists are down here. Neither of them are adjacent to a fort, so we're just going to have to walk over. That's okay. Let's continue to core, or rather convert, for now. -3 stability is incredibly rough. However, we are likely to get some stability events. So that's noted. Let's get these unmothballed for the moment. There we go. And Catholic zealots right here. Perfect. We can deal with those immediately. Okay. So 10 years of separatism here. It's not the end of the world. Magistrate resigns. Yeah, that's to be expected. Let's see. We're going to drop below 100% overextension here. We really need to deal with our stability. It's really rough right now because of the stability issues. And that's just bad luck. There's nothing except bad luck to say about that. We just had a million bad stability events in a row. So we're going to have to boost our stability, and we need 171 admin power for that. That's going to be really rough. I do want to continue to recruit here. So that brings us up to 17. No rebellions that month. Okay, we are going to need a leader here eventually, and we can roll one now. Okay. So we're just waiting for a month tick here. I'm expecting many more rebellions at this point. There we go. Okay, so there's Totonac Separatists right up over here. That's fine. We can unmothball this fort and not have any bad effects here. Okay. As far as coring goes at this point, I think we have to put coring on hold and boost our stability. I really strongly dislike it, but I think it's a requirement. That said, our overextension is less than our negative stability right now. Yeah, I think we have to do it. We have to stop coring and start boosting stability. So we have a Tomi Separatist right down over here. And this fort will still prevent that from being a bad event. Okay. Sounds good. We can make a state out over here. I'm not sure that we want to exactly, but I guess we can do that. I keep hoping that we have a good stability event, but it keeps not happening. Okay, so we've got a rebellion out over here. I want to embark these guys, and we're going to sail them over. We're going to need to sail to Aruba as well, but for now we can do that. And then the question is, can we make it down to Aruba before these guys finish their siege? That's an interesting question. Let's head on down and find out. It's going to be close. Yeah, we got there in time. Perfect. Okay, so now we have these guys on our capital. So I'm going to move this army over to Sotuda. That'll be okay. And we can re-mothball this fort. Where is it? There it is. Cool. So it's going to be incredibly expensive to boost our stability. We've had no stability boosting events, like, for a really long time now. And that's very unfortunate. I'm going to move this army over to deal with this situation. And these guys are going to head over there too. We gained 10 years of separatism there. That's understood. So, our overextension is still up over 100 at this time, but we have dropped it a fair amount. So that's good. And we're going to boost our stability here 100%. We have to go up to at least -2. And we're going to walk over here, deal with these guys. Wonderful. We've just got rebels everywhere right now due to very, very unfortunate luck on our stability. No other way to put it. It's just very unfortunate. Illinois rivaled us. Okay. I mean, we just boosted our on-paper strength a fair amount. Yeah, they're not strong enough to fight us. I don't know what they're thinking. They're probably thinking we're having stability issues, and they're not wrong, I suppose. So there's a heretic conversion, and we need to walk up over this direction, and that's exactly what we'll do. We can convert another set of heretics. That'll be fine. So we're at 96% religious unity right now. So if we look at our internal conflicts, it is progressing by 2 each month. Number of provinces in revolt at least 10%. And land maintenance modifier under 100%. Yeah, neither of those are a thing. But the stability less than 0 and the religious unity less than 100, those are both a thing. Unrest lower than 0 to make it go away. I feel like that's a really long ways away. So I think we're going to get these internal conflicts. I don't think there's a way around it, to be honest. That's very unfortunate. But I don't think there is. Hang on, what is this? This is admin power, diplomatic power, or military power. We have to take the admin. We have to take the admin power there. So that will help us get our stability up a little bit. That'll be good. We do have more cores on the way in, and these are the most expensive cores as well. So that's understood. But we need to get our stability down a lot. Overextension is 3.63 right now. France has declared themselves the economic hegemon. Fair enough. So of this, 4 is our negative stability, another 3.63 is the overextension, and then 5 from counter-revolution. So what can we do about counter-revolution? It's spread to 0.2% of us. Okay. So that's definitely a thing. I think more than anything, what we need to do is we need to just get our stability up and get our unrest down. So counter-revolution is going to be a big part of it. Discontent is 2, and we are cruel. So that is certainly noted. That is also in the category of unfortunate. So, what can we do about that? Well, we're going to have more rebels soon. And that's understood. These guys are popping now. They are right down here. Understood. So we're going to go deal with those. They are not adjacent to a fort. We're going to lose some domestic trade power. That's understood. We really do need to boost our stability. Okay, so local unrest -3 is nice. We have a new empress, and that's okay. So we're going to go deal with this situation here. I'm wondering right now what we can do, what else we can do here. We're at plus 12 admin power per month right now. We can boost up our stability into the positives. Lose an army professionalism and a bunch of manpower. Okay, I'm actually not too concerned about that one. Our overextension is still high, but it is going to drop a fair amount here. There we go. And we also just brought up our religious unity a little bit. 1.5. This would be 0.6. Yeah, do that. Okay, so that seems fine. We can't have these guys gaining influence. We're going to refuse to change the trade policy. Their influence is too high. So that's understood. So we're going to have this looming disaster, I think. I'm not sure that we can prevent this. We can definitely boost our stability, and that will help. So that gets our unrest to 7. So our unrest is cut roughly in half. But there's a lot we need to do here still. No doubt about that. We need so much admin power. There's another core finishing, and that drops our overextension to 55.8. So that's better. No doubt about that. Let's boost our stability again once we have 132. And we're going to need to make all of these cores as well. That's going to take some time. We can no longer claim these against Illinois. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't actually care about that right now. Okay, Illinois was building a spy network. Ridiculous. So we currently have 90. We're going to have 102 next month. We need 132 in total to boost again. Let's see. We should definitely gain prestige here. There we go. We're going to have to make vague promises of reform here. We cannot afford to spend admin power. We just lost our commandant, and this is also in the category of things we can't really afford to do. So we are going to have this guy. 10% morale of armies is a very big deal. So that will be good. And national unrest +1 for another 5 years. Okay, thanks, events. The events have decided that we are just going to have pain. That is fine, I suppose, and we're going to finish off our offensive ideas, giving us 5% discipline. And we unlocked a new policy for our military policies. So that is great. Where's our policies at? Here they are. So a military policy here, this would be hold the weather gauge. I'm not too big on that. I'm not too keen on that. For the moment, I'm going to leave that be. We can seize land, which I absolutely want to do right now. Yes. So that looks good. We can also set an agenda, which we should do. Okay, so let's see. Stability of at least 1. We would gain 10 prestige. We would need to own a province in the Texas Plains area. This is not going to be a thing. Have a counting house in Cochabamba. We can do that right now. So we can come down here, and we can upgrade this to a counting house. There we go. That seems good. What we need to do right now is boost our stability. That will cut the internal conflicts, but we're still going to be gaining 1 internal conflict per month, and we're only like 6 months away right now from our internal conflicts firing. We need 142 now for this. Okay. Counter-revolution is increasing that by 30%. And our overextension by another 25. But we have to do this. That will delay this by 8 months. But we need our unrest to be even lower. We're going to have to core. We have no choice here. But we're going to have internal conflicts firing. There's just nothing we can do about it. Absolutely nothing we can do about it. We're going to try to ease the tension. We want everyone's opinion of us to go up. We definitely want to chill right now. The game has decided... We were overextended, to be sure, but the game has decided to make us turbo overextended. That's fine. Our overextension is not as bad as it was. We're going to have the internal conflicts, and there's just nothing we can do about it. Okay, industrialization appeared in Tripoli, so that's fine. And we're going to get another core going soon enough. There we go. So this is going to fire in 3 months, but it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue to work on getting our religious situation under control. I mean, it's very close to being under control. Honestly, I don't think that we should have had anywhere near the amount of unrest that we did, but this is just because of counter-revolution. That's the reason why this is happening, and I think the reason we got that is because Commonwealth is revolutionary. I'm pretty sure that's why this is happening. Even so, it's very strange. I wouldn't have expected it to happen quite like this, but regardless, we'll deal with it. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy Magar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Hiro Marutsu, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.